Everyone, welcome to Smash Trivia on YouTube. I'm your host, Smash Trivia John. So excited to get into this. For this movie review, I'm going to review The Night Before. I don't normally do scene-by-scene analysis, so please watch the film before or watching my review because I do spoil things. And I have watched this before, but it's been a few years since I watched the film. And before we get started, I just want to real quick say, please check out my podcast, The Gamma Analysis, where I review everything Hulk, link in description. And please check out the merch store, that is also link in description. Alright, I'll get into my review now. So, I did not remember from watching this a few years ago that Tracy Morgan narrated this, that was really cool seeing. Also, I love this montage of previous Christmas Eves. I also forgot that Randall Park makes an appearance, and it's awesome seeing him doing something a bit different from what I'm used to of him playing, as in this, he plays a jerk. Ethan has gotten fired for stealing things out of a guest coat, and then, we don't know that he's gotten fired, but I have to imagine he's gotten fired if he stole something out of a guest coat and then bailed from his job. And the next thing I wrote was, damn, those kids really suck. They were telling Isaac he looks weird because he's Jewish. I laughed so much when Isaac calls out Ethan for not knowing how to talk to a pregnant woman, and then he compliments Chris for knowing how to talk to a pregnant woman. I felt a little bit bad for Ethan, as it kind of feels like his friends are planning to abandon him after this Christmas. Isaac gets a box of every drug in the world from his wife, and as a Christmas present. And I thought this was hilarious because it's this tiny box, and supposedly every drug in the world fit in this box. One of them said this line, and I thought it was kind of funny. The spirit of Christmas, a rich athlete getting the limo that he's always wanted. I love the scene with them on the giant piano singing. I forgot how funny and slightly creepy Michael Shannon as Mr. Green was in the film when I watched it a few years ago. I love seeing him rapping, "It's Christmas time" and "Hollis Queens." I can feel how much anxiety Isaac is having while on the drugs, and the three girls talking to him about how he's prepared to be a dad. The conversation between Ethan and Diana about them both having boyfriends and girlfriends with big dicks and big vaginas was absolutely hilarious. I was dying laughing. The next thing I wrote was, "Oh, that's disgusting." Isaac unknowingly had a nosebleed, and it dropped into a drink they gave to Sarah. I love this scene where they're in the limo, and Isaac starts striking poses while asking if he looks weird. This scene of them reminiscing while playing GoldenEye in Chris's childhood bedroom is so great. Oh God, Isaac's insecurity about becoming a dad, plus the special joint from Mr. Green showed him a possible future where his daughter becomes a stripper because he was a bad dad. I did not expect Isaac to hallucinate Chris's mom having tentacle hands. Oh god, this text conversation where Isaac is getting sent dick pics because he accidentally took Sarah's phone is making me die laughing while I was watching it. I love the Home Alone references with the girl who stole their weed. I love the scene where they try to use a sleigh to get where they need to go, but end up getting thrown off, and Isaac getting pulled by a horse. After the three of them split up, Isaac starts hallucinating that statues in a nativity scene are talking to him and helping him find his phone. And it was so funny seeing that scene. Interestingly though, I tried looking up. I could not find anywhere who voiced any of those statues in the film. So if anyone knows that who voiced them, please let me know. I'd love to find out. The next scene was that there was two bad Santas, and that which one was it? Ethan, he provoked them by telling them that they shouldn't be acting like how they are because they are wearing Santa costumes, and you shouldn't be acting like an asshole as Santa because that means something. And they started beating him up. And one of the bad Santas was played by Jason Mantzoukas, which everything I've seen in Jason Mantzoukas including this, I love him. So it was so fun to be able to see him in this. The scene with Isaac in the church is so funny. He hallucinates a baby saying "fuck you." He pukes and then he shouts, "Oh Jesus, fuck me," and we did not kill Jesus. The girl who stole the weed tells Chris that the reason she stole it is because he needs to spend time with his friends, and and he hasn't been thinking about that this whole time. He's been thinking about trying to get a weed for his celebrity friends. But honestly, I don't believe her. I think she just wanted the weed, and she was using that as an excuse. Uh, it was good that they finally got what they wanted to say to each other off their chest while they were on the subway car. The production value on this Nutcracker ball is fantastic. I love the design. They revealed that the James in Sarah's phone who had sent the dick pics was actually the actor James Franco. Not really gonna talk much more about him with stuff that he's done recently, but I love the sub. I honestly really love the subplot of both Isaac and Sarah losing their phones because they accidentally grabbed each other's phones because they happened to have the same phones and trying to get back to each other to get their phones back. Ethan gets help from a cameo character of Miley Cyrus to propose to Diana, and this was one scene where I remembered from watching it years ago that it did not turn out well at all. I love that Ethan, while singing Wrecking Ball with Miley, he forgot the lyrics, so he just started singing "I forgot the words, so it doesn't matter." It was hilarious as Isaac accidentally stabbing Tommy Owen's hand into the ice wall that looks like he's been crucified. The joke is both because because Tommy Owens in the film keeps being called the Messiah, and Isaac is Jewish, and it was a follow up from that from where he said we did not kill Jesus. Um, I wrote next that Mr. Green really does know everything. I think I agree with Mr. Green that the flashback with where Ethan's friends first came to hang with him after his parents died was quite beautiful. In the morning, Isaac has 96 missed calls. He's screwed. Betsy's in labor, so they have to get there quick, and Mr. Green, knowing this would happen, left his car open for them to take. It is revealed that Mr. Green is an angel, and he sprouts wings and flies into the sky. It's funny that it was so funny that while they're driving to Betsy, Isaac is acting like he's pregnant in the back of the car. After finding out that it was actually a false alarm, that Betsy was not actually in labor, Isaac shows Betsy the video he made while high, and Betsy finds it hilarious, but then they have a very heartfelt conversation. And then after that, Isaac reveals he's still tripping balls off, and that Betsy looks like a dragon. I love seeing that, and Betsy started doing these movements to try and scare him because she looked like a dragon. It was really funny. It was really heartwarming seeing Isaac get a World's Greatest Dad mug for Christmas. Chris tells his mom something, which I don't think I caught exactly what he's saying, but I think that he was trying to tell her that he had been using steroids, and thus he was going to tell the public like that. I think. Ethan goes to Diana's parents' house, and Ethan tells Diana how he wants to make a family with her, which, as he said, is much worse than proposing, but she ends up liking the idea of becoming family with him. And Ethan asks if he can come inside, and Diana said this is her parents' house, and she thought he doesn't do parents. She responded, he'd like to do her parents. She responds, wow, maybe make sure not to do my dad doggy style. He says he wants to kiss her, but maybe not so soon after saying he wants to do her parents. I found that scene really, really funny. 1 year later, everyone came to dinner. I think it was Christmas Eve again, and Betsy comes in and says the baby won't sleep. So the three guys go to sing Christmas in Hollis to the baby. It's quite wholesome. And in the final scene of the film, it's revealed that Tracy Morgan is in fact Santa Claus, and Mr. Green is his son. My final thoughts on this is that this is one of my all-time favorite R-rated Christmas films. It's so hilarious, and happily, I enjoyed it just as much this time as when I watched it years ago. I highly recommend watching this film if you haven't seen it. Some trivia that I liked that I found from IMDb. Some of this movie was filmed in August, and the cast said that they felt really hot in the Christmas sweaters because they had to wear them outdoors in summer. The movie was filmed under the name of Xmas, and when Ethan, Isaac, and Chris are all dancing on the big piano at FAO Schwartz. The song they perform is Runaway by Ye featuring Pusha T. Seth Rogen's character, stoned and frustrated, wonders who invented the iPhone. Rogen played Steve Wozniak in Steve Jobs 2015. Alina Glazer plays the character Rebecca Grinch, the person who stole their weed, and she would later go on to star in Green Eggs and Ham, an animated Dr. Seuss adaptation for Netflix, as Lena Beth. When Isaac is tripping out in Mr. Green's car, he hallucinates that his daughter works in a strip club when she grows up. I already mentioned that earlier in the review, but what's interesting here is that of this trivia is that his wife blames it on not reading the books. Seth Rogen previously in Knocked Up from 2007, and where his character got in trouble with his girlfriend for not reading any of the baby books, and his character was also afraid that about the kid he was about to have. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please click that like button. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the film, so comment those down below. If you'd like to watch more from me, please subscribe. Many more movie reviews coming from me, so keep on the lookout. But I'm not going to do them every week like my original plan was. It's just because I have a lot going on, so it'll be more of just every once in a while, whenever I feel like making a movie review, I will do one on the YouTube. Mostly, I'm going to be doing stuff with the podcast mainly, and just as I said, every once in a while I might do an occasional movie review, an occasional live stream, and obviously I do every single day the daily questions. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. This again is your host, Smash Trivia John, signing off.